Dylan Stocker with 22tcm.net and Defense Materials Company LLC. Today we are here to review the Rock Island Armory MAPP full-size 9mm pistol. We have invited Matt and Jason from the Forward Movement Training Center. The Forward Movement Training Center is one of its only training facilities of its kind in the country. Little background of experience on Matt and Jason. Matt is the owner of Forward Movement Training Center. Matt has 10 years of experience working in the Sheriff's Department with 2 years experience working with the U.S. Marshals, and also has a lot of experience in SWAT. Jason has been 11 years in the Glendale Police Force in California. He's got 6 years of SWAT experience and 5 years of firearms and tactics training experience. Today we are going to be reviewing this Rock Island Armory MAPP full-size 9mm pistol from a use perspective. If you would like to see technical specifications, please go to armscore.com or look on the internet. Matt and Jason here have many years of experience in using pistols of these types, and their opinion is what we are seeking today. All right, Matt, what's your first impression of the MAPP?
It feels good. Feels like a solid gun, put together well. I really like the way the trigger feels. It feels real clean, real crisp. Feels good in my hand, and interested to see how it shoots.
Okay, we'll definitely get to some of that. Jason, first impression.
My first impression of this pistol was the front sight. Front sight is real crisp, clean. That pops up real nice. The feel in my hand was real nice. The weight is good. That trigger press is nice and smooth, especially on that single action pull. Okay. I think it's gonna run real well.
All right, Matt, Jason, we got you all set up. You've had your introduction. You're loaded up. Go ahead and take some shots at 15 yards at the Mason target system. Go ahead and utilize it to see where your shots are coming on places. And we'll come back in a little bit and ask you guys some questions.
Cool.
Cool?
Sounds good.
Thank you.
Sounds good.
Looks about right with the target.
All right, first magazine out of the box. What's your first thoughts?
It shoots nice. That trigger is really smooth. Very crisp. It feels really good in the hand. Yeah, first impression is really good.
Okay. Talk to me about target acquisition. You have a lot of experience in that. How does it feel in this aspect?
Yeah, so one of the things that kind of unique about these factory sights is that they really have a bright front sight and then have dimmed the rear sights down a little bit, which helps with that front sight picture.
Okay.
So it really helped with acquiring that quickly. Getting a little bit used to point of aim, point of impact on the gun as far as where the sight should be on that Mason target, but it felt really good, looked really good. Recoil management was good for a 9mm. It felt good.
Okay. How about balance?
Yeah. For my hand size, with this gun, it fits really nicely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Looks like you were dinging that bull right there pretty quick. Looks like it was shooting to point of aim.
Yeah.
Did you have to use Kentucky windage on that, or was it truly to point of aim?
No, we definitely have some wind going on out here, which I had to try to adjust for. But no, the gun where I put the sight is where it's impacting. So
awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, you bet.
All right, let's run through a second, Matt. But you have a lot of experience in training. What kind of drill or shots will you take at the target this time?
So for this drill, we're just going to check magazine exchanges. We only have one mag to work with, so what we'll do is we'll put one round in the chamber, remove the magazine, stow it away, and then after the first shot, the slide lock back to the rear. I'll go through the motions of a reload,
okay,
and then having the another shot on
okay,
target. So just checking for ease of magazine insertion and getting in the gun, and then getting that second shot on target.
All right, let's do it.
Right on.
Okay.
Cool.
Good.
All right.
Yeah.
Clearly, you have a good methodical drill sense to you. You've done that quite a bit in your training. How did you feel?
Yeah, I wasn't quite sure on how those reloads would go because the gun does have a real slim mag well,
Okay.
and it's not flared at all. So I wasn't sure if I was going to get caught up or end up hitting the mag well going into it. But I was pleasantly surprised to see that those magazine exchanges and getting that magazine to the gun happened quicker and smoother than I thought maybe it would.
Okay.
So overall, goes in and out of the gun really easily. That's one thing that I've noticed with this gun is you hit the magazine release and that mag comes out. Those aren't weighted base plates, and that magazine doesn't get stuck. There's no gripping or anything. It just rolls right out of that gun. So it's quick.
Excellent.
Yeah. Overall, I think that went well.
Excellent. It looked well. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thanks
yeah.
for your opinion. We
Yeah.
love it. So.
Yeah.
All right, Jason. Just like Matt, take this thing through one mag. Matt is going to hold the target system for you so you can see where you're placing on there, and tell us what you think.
Sounds good.
All right. Thanks.
Excellent.
All right, Jason. First mag out of the box. What do you think?
It's a pretty sweet gun. It was really smooth in the firing sequence. I like that.
Okay. I buy a lot of new firearms, and out of the box, it's nothing else matters to me than just that first 5 rounds, like point of aim. Am I hitting the target, and how does it feel? What was your opinion there?
Right out of the box, very first mag, I had no problems at all hitting that bullseye. The sights lined up really well. I was able to line them up, see that front sight. That front post is brighter than the rear. That makes it very easy to pick up in your sight picture, overall sight picture.
Okay.
To be able to hit that bullseye, no problems.
Jason, in this next mag, what kind of a drill do you want to run through it?
What I want to check next is to see how quickly and how accurate I can get a follow-up shot. So
Okay.
fire 1, fire 2 right after, just to see, again, how accurate that is going to be and how quickly I can do it.
All right. Well, enjoy. We'll be right back.
Great, thanks.
You bet. All right, how did we do?
It did pretty well. It was the trigger was just a little bit long on the reset, trying to do 2 quick shots.
Okay.
But once I got familiar with it, I was able to kind of quickly train my trigger finger to get adjusted to it. It's a little bit different than the gun I've been using.
Okay.
But as far as shots, I think the shots were on target. And at 15 yards, it did what I wanted it to do.
Okay, so you mentioned a gun that you use. What is your sidearm? What do you use?
I normally carry a Glock 17.
Okay. Very popular firearm.
Yeah.
So, it's not like you've trained with this for just pulling it out, and that test you did, how do you think that compares?
Yeah, it did really well. Like I said, the trigger's a little bit different, but that goes with every firearm
Right.
you carry. You need to become familiar with the firearm, the safety aspects, with the trigger itself, so that
Okay.
you know where your finger is and when you want the gun to go off. And
Awesome. That sounds good. It looked good. Thank you.
you're welcome.
In conclusion, we've got the Armscar Rock Island Armory MAPP full-size 9mm pistol. Matt and Jason from Ford Movement Training Center has had the opportunity to look at the pistol, take some shots with it and find out what they think about it. Today is not a torture test. We're not trying to break this gun. We just want to get an honest opinion from some true experts on what they think the application of this pistol is. So, Matt, what do you think about this pistol and how it fits into the industry?
Yeah, so my impressions of it come out of the box, really solid. It seems like it's got really good tight tolerances to it where it fit and finish is good. I don't see a lot of guns come out of a box with a trigger like that.
Okay.
Very smooth trigger. I'm really impressed with that. It shoots. It's a really good shooter. Nice balance, nice recoil. grip felt good. Overall, really enjoyed shooting the gun. Things for me, the slide release is a little bit far for me. I had to reach a little bit for that. The safety kind of got in the way a little bit for it. But other than that, you know, the slide is smooth on the front. I'm used to grabbing towards the front of the slide and charging the gun that way.
Okay.
Found myself having to go to the rear. That's just nothing more than being familiar with the gun and realizing you got to move to the back of the slide, and understand the firearm a little bit better from that standpoint. Overall, really liked it.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you could change one thing on this firearm, what would you change?
I'd probably reduce the footprint of the safety a little bit so that the slide release isn't beyond it, and you kind of get caught up on that safety switch a little bit. So I'd probably slim it down a little bit, maybe even move it or just so that it's not right in line and sticking out in front of the slide release.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jason, same thing. How do you see this fitting into the industry?
You know, after shooting it all day, I think that this firearm is going to be really good for somebody who would like one for home protection. It's got the rails on the bottom where you can attach a light. I really like that. That's really important when you're talking about home safety. As far as law enforcement, I think that it could be an option for law enforcement officers. It doesn't have a decocker, which we talked about today.
Yeah.
That would be nice. But you do have the option to run this firearm cocked and locked like a traditional 1911, and I know many officers throughout the country handle their duty weapon like that. So it's definitely an option for law enforcement and for home protection.
Awesome. Thanks, you guys. Thanks for coming out today. Your opinion is paramount for this review, so thank you.
Yeah,
You're welcome.
thank you.
That.
Yeah, appreciate the opportunity.
Okay, Matt and Jason. Wouldn't be a good review unless we didn't have a competition between two well-trained individuals. We're going to use the MAPP pistol on the Mason target system. You get one magazine. We are testing for accuracy. The Mason target system is going to keep score for you. There is no time limit. Who wants to shoot first?
I'll go first.
All right, Jason shoots first. Let's do it.
Right on. No pressure, Jason. Don't screw up.
There's 15 rounds on target.
How'd you do?
I did pretty good. The wind was pushing me around a little bit, so we'll see if what I did was good enough to beat Matt.
How you feeling about this? You gonna kick his ass?
I'm fairly confident. He's a good shot, but we'll see how it goes. That gun's running pretty well, so I feel pretty good about my odds.
What do you think? Is he gonna beat you?
I'm hoping he'll choke, but he is a better shot than me on every day, so we'll see what happens.
Thanks for putting the safety on. Score!
What do you think? Did you beat him?
Have you seen the target?
Oh.
I think maybe by 1 or 2 points. Maybe.
Yeah, I don't want
what's the
to. I don't want to
software
see the
say?
score. Let's just go ahead and call Matt the winner. Let's do that. Matt's the winner. We don't.
148?
148. Yeah.
All right, gentlemen.
Initiation?
You have put your years of training at work in our little competition today using the Mason target system. Jason, what's your score?
148.
148?
No.
No?
140.
140.
That was Matt's. Matt
All
got
right,
148.
Matt, what's your score?
I don't know. What was the score?
148.
We got 148. Matt, you're the first trophy winner
Thank
of the
you.
Mason target system
Hey!
shoot-off.
There it is.
And Jason, just because we're in America, you get a trophy too.
Thank you so much.
Yeah!
Trophy.
Everybody. Good job. Good job, Matt. Good job, man.
Yeah.
Let's
Nice
see
try.
those
Nice
trophies, boys. Hold them high.
try.
Very nice.
Forward move for life.